Howdy, howdy, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Bandit, and today we are going to be jumping back into some Horizon Zero Dawn. It's been a little bit since I've played this game. I haven't played it since the last time I played it on stream, so it's going to have been a little bit for me. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume on my computer down a little bit, so that way y'all aren't getting any double audio or anything. But without further ado, hi Chris! Welcome me in. Without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. It has been a little while since I played this game, so I've got to remember what it was I was doing in the first place anyway. Let's see. I think I vaguely remember what it was we were doing. Let's see. Are you with her right now? Tell her I said hi. So this must be one of them. Can I even hit one of them from here? Yes, I can. Let's see, let's make some more of those distance arrows. Hi. There we go. Let's see, is anybody else within range to... That person might be way over there. Yes. I'm gonna wait till they come back around. No emoticon. Let's see. Turn back around, little dinosaur thing. Alrighty. There's one. Let's get this one off in the distance if we can. There we go. If you want to come out here, guy, come out here, but you're gonna end up dead. Let's see. I don't know that I can make the shot through there. I don't think there's another bush I can hide in currently. I'm gonna do this one. Oh, destroy the alarm. I will once they're dead. Let's see, hold on. Oh, he's right there. How?
Off you go.
How are you still alive? I shot you fair and square. Okay, that's good enough.
Gonna light the signal. For the Nora.
Shit! Oh, I should have disabled the alarm. Am I not able to fucking destroy this thing anymore? Well. Oh, that's one of my guys. Okay.
You cannot hide.
There we go.
Survive this. Finish. Bleed for the shadow. All mother be praised. Victory!
Cool, that takes care of that one. Let's see. We'll go here. Let's go ahead and loot all these guys, because if there was one thing... One thing I like in a video game is a little bit of booty. A little bit of treasure, a lot of bit of treasure. Ain't no different from my Assassin's Creed playing days. Still just killing people and taking their money. Okay, let's try this next one though without actually, you know, alerting the guard. Let's see, let's grab here. Although in my defense, I did just fine, thank you. Okay. Do I... No, I should be fine to go through here. I don't think there's like a particular entrance or anything I have to get to this next one. Nope. Camp I need to be at is over here though, so I just killed that guy for nothing. But that's fine, it was him or me. Ain't gonna be me. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I'm in the camp already. Oops. Let's move right here. Oh yeah, I'm really in the camp already. Oh god. Got that guy.
Don't mind me.
Shit. Shit! Oh my gosh! Please! Well, it is what it is. And I forgot how the buttons work. How did I fall in the hole? There we go. Got that guy. That one. Hi, Glow. How are you? It's nice to see you. How was your day? You should be enjoying summer break now, right? Oh, that's right, summer school. I forgot. What are you guys shooting at? Oh, this guy? I thought I killed him. Nice to see you. Thank you. There we go. Oh, you get a week off before. Oh, gotcha.
I knew we could do land. Always have faith in the Nora.
Well, hopefully you're getting some time to like rest before that. Let's see.
The threat has passed. For now.
Okay, like I'm actually gonna make a genuine effort on the last one to try not to get caught.
Got too much already.
You're enjoying your free time? Have you just been hanging out with the boys, or have you been doing stuff outside of that? Yeah, just with the boys. Okay, that's nice. I'm sure they like to have you around.
Need them soon enough.
Let's see. Let's keep going. Maybe don't get caught like right off the bat. Okay, this time I'll actually make sure to hit them in the head and not the backpack. How?
What was that?
Got him. Just gonna watch your stream yesterday, but I got too high. It's okay. I'd say I feel you and I know how that is, but I don't. Am I gonna be able to make it over there and not get caught? I don't know, it's gonna be kind of risky. There's a guy over there, I don't know that he can see me, and then there's guys over there. Oh, and there's a guy down here. Okay. Okay, I gotta wait. I should have just taken the shot when I had it, but... Got him. Hard to see me when you're dead, my guy. Hard to see me when you're dead. And you... about to be shortly here, actually. Here we go. Last night was a little quiet anyway, Glow, so don't even worry about it. Ooh, I could probably get that guy through here. I could, but ooh, that alerted the other guy. Okay, maybe. Nope. Fuck.
Someone's out there killing us. Look.
Oh, please. That's not fair. I had that shot.
I'll deal with this.
There, alarm destroyed. Thank God. Oh my goodness.
Huh? What happened to the damn city?
Oh, would you please? There.
Victory for All Mother! Victory for All Mother!
Cool.
No room.
I know you've got no room for literally anything, but we're gonna make all the room we can. Do I have that skill currently? Where's my skill tree? Let's see. Skills. Do I have any? Oh, I have 2. Yeah, we'll go for the scavenger one just in case. Those are gonna be important. I can't just get rid of them. Monk! Oh my goodness, you're here! Hi! How's it going? It's fine. It's a little quiet tonight, but it's good. Work was a little slow, but I spent most of the day studying for my exam. And it was very boring. I hate math. How are you, Monk? How was your day? Studying doesn't sound like much fun. It isn't, but it's gonna be worth it in the end, so... kind of just have to suffer through it for now. Go to the tallest tower. Have I not climbed up here already? I thought I did. Maybe not. Maybe I haven't.
And one of these.
Kind of boring too. Spent all day trying to get one Excel report working right. I hate working with Excel.
The camps have been dealt with. Now to the Ring of Metal. Its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale the height. Under fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Sounds like a plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, Varl. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
Yes, War Chief. I will.
Go now. We wait on your signal.
Whatever you say, pretty lady. Alright, where... I'm not following him, I'm not... Fuck!
You do have a plan, right?
You followed me this far, even into the ruins. I thought you trusted me.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough.
Because I'm cooler than you are, Varl, that's how. Fucking climb up the wall, goddammit. Were you gonna... Here, let me up.
Up you go.
Hold on. I can't believe the auto moderator got you for that one. Couldn't get the data I needed from one of our sites. Had to run 2 reports to find reports of it to find. Oh my god, out of it and merge them. Pain in the butt. That sounds like a pain in the ass. Even just having to explain it sounds
Take my
like.
hand.
And if you want to know, it was in the butt that the auto mod got you for. Oh my gosh.
Take the one on the right.
Might be something up there.
Oops. Thank you, BuffKillZero, for the tab. Have a good stream yourself. Alright, let's try this again because I fucked up. I pressed the wrong button. I was under the impression we had to keep climbing.
Take the one on the right.
I got auto-modded. I'll keep that in mind and rephrase all my content.
Could be a climber up there.
Oh, was I not supposed to do this?
Don't give them easy targets.
I was under the impression that, that he was gonna kill the other one. You know, we were gonna be sneaky. I don't understand what just happened.
the one on the left.
Are you actually gonna do it this time though, Varl? Oh, look at that! Oh, there it is. How the fuck am I supposed to get up here? Oh. I'm dumb.
There.
All the
See
butt
our
talk
covered
got you
shelter?
distracted.
Do you see those corruptors?
Just a little bit.
Focus, Laurel. That shelter is full of blaze. A whole stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall too.
A breach for the Nora to charge through. Can't hit it from here, though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer. You head back, tell Sona the plan, and lead them to that side of the ring.
I'll see it done. And when the wall collapses, I'll be first through the breach.
Now all I have to do is make it all happen. If I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
Okay. So get rid of that guy, and now I can kind of form a... I think they try to give you a they try to give you a path to follow. Oh, that's bad.
Is that a corpse?
Please don't come over here. Oh no, that's not good either. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. Can I get them with a regular arrow, you think? If I...
I'm spotted. I need to get to that blaze fast.
Okay, yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's start over.
If I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
Okay, so I do need to at least kill this guy. Because he is in my way. I need to blow that shit up. Let's see. Let you go by. Take whatever you have. Move this way.
Hearing things?
I see something.
Damn it!
Need to get to that
How?
blaze fast.
This really... How did you see me? Damn it!
If I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
Okay, that way maybe I won't get seen. Yeah, because he's not going to be up there to see me. That guy's over there. I really should have restocked on some materials before doing this. I was under the impression I had enough arrows. Oh! I forgot I had to kill him first. Okay. Dead. You're gone. Goodbye. Killed that guy that's up there. You're over there so you can't see me. You're over there so you can't see me. You're right there so you don't even know I'm here. Keeper sneaking. There's that guy right there. Is tear blast ammo really gonna be the... Maybe? No, it's not. It isn't gonna be. Damn. You're procrastinating on going to the grocery store. Girl saying, but it's until payday.
Just need to get an angle on that blaze and shit.
God. This is really the precarious spot to be in. Oh my god! How I did not get caught just now is beyond me. Holy shit.
I can get out of this.
Yeah, I fucking hope you can. Let's see. If I kill that person. Those people are a bit too far away. If I were closer, a regular arrow would do it. I'm back there, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Be safe if I...
Wait, what was that?
It was absolutely nothing. You saw nothing. You heard nothing.
It will go quickly for you if you come out now.
Well, report.
I think I'm in the clear.
Okay. I think there's one other... Yep. That guy. Who's gonna walk through here, and I will have to get him.
Got something.
Okay. I need to be able to get this guy. I love how, like, I'm being quiet right now as if that's somehow gonna make a difference.
spot. I need to get to that blaze fast.
Motherfuck! No! I knew I should have used a rock. I knew I should have used a rock.
If I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
Okay. Bandits being sneaky. I know, I love how I'm quiet in person, as if that's somehow gonna make a difference on how quiet and stealthy I am in the game. Okay, so I'll hide here for a moment, make sure I switch to regular arrows. Scooch forward just a little bit more so that I am here. That guy's right there. I'm so— how the fuck? This shit
Do
blows.
this quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
I'm gonna do this without being caught, damn it. It's possible and I'm gonna do it. Regular arrows.
I just need to get an angle on that blaze and shoot it.
I know. Go over here. Hide in these bushes. I might be quick enough to get up there. I'm really trying not to risk it though. Risky but possible, baby! Risky but possible. Oh, I could have gone around too.
I should be able to hit the blaze from here.
Let's hope so. There we go! I should have just done that from the beginning.
About to get loud.
Did it kill the... It did. Okay, thank God. The fucking scarabs. Oh, I hate them. I hate them so much. They're terrible little bastards to try and fight. go. That would have been easier, I know.
Getting picked off.
Yeah, you're getting picked off by me, boy. Oh yeah, that's right, the thing's mad at me. Fair enough, I did shoot you with a fire arrow and I'm about to do it again. I'm trying to get this shit to blow up. You know, I probably should have used like tear arrows or something like that. That probably would have made more sense. Where are the rest of the enemies? Percussion arrows? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A bit too late, but...
Getting picked off. Get them.
Get around them!
There we go. I love the one person going, ah! Damn it, no! I was looting! I forget what the different arrows are called. Been a long time since I played this. Yeah.
Our victory.
They're called tear
Debt of blood is paid.
because they tear parts
Remember
off, or
this
they're
day,
supposed to
brave
blow parts
Nora.
off of the machines.
From your lips to the goddess's ears. Yes, remember it.
Can I still loot them when we're done?
Be ready to leave this place. Let your spears
Mid-raid,
and
I'm gonna
arrows
stop
rest
here
in
and
the
loot
bodies
people.
of the
I mean,
fallen.
everybody
They are
else is
tainted
busy and
like
there's
these
free
ruins.
loot. I always try to do that just in case, because sometimes when you finish a raid, like all the bodies disappear and suddenly you lose like prime raiding opportunity or looting opportunities.
Go there and await my transmission.
Shut
I
the
was
fuck up,
wondering
Silence.
when
I'm
you'd
busy.
show up. I'll be in touch.
Have I found the Zero Dawn facility yet? I think so. I know they disappear in bandit camps. Yeah, that's exactly why I was like,
I'd have to ditch something.
I would not, bitch. Shut up. Some desert glass, some more medicinal stuff. I'm looking for wire. That always irritated me. Yeah, it is irritating because you're like, well, fuck, I could have used all of that. Do you mean to tell me when these people moved into their new home, they got rid of all of the dead bodies I left them? Let me get the gear first. Exactly. Those were gifts that I worked really hard to get for them, and they just threw them away. Probably the first and the last time you'll hear somebody refer to that as gifts. Let's see. That's more medicinal herb. I didn't even check like back in this area. Because I could have come this way. There are two guys I could have killed in here, but are there any like chests or anything in here? Any goodies? No? No. Ungrateful. I know. I work so hard. Anyway, I was pretty hell-bent on doing it that way because when I played it, I sucked the first time, and I did not manage to blow the blaze in time, so I had to fight these scarabs. And I hate fighting those things. They're not super difficult per se, but they're absolutely not fun either.
Aloy,
No, I haven't been to Zero Dawn yet.
the last time we spoke,
I remember. The ruins of Zero Dawn lie beneath Sunfall, the capital of the Shadow Karja. But the city is full of Eclipse agents. If they see me, Hades will see me too, through their focuses. And in a flash, there will be a whole army trying to kill me. So can I crash the Eclipse focus network or not?
yes, it can be done.
So you said, how?
I'll send the location data to your focus. I'll be in touch when you're closer with more directions.
Wait, are you kidding me again? Seriously? I had to come out to this campfire for that?
It's funny how the bandit camps get cleared and people move in over 1 minute of cutscene. Sneaky seems to be the easiest way to do things in this game. Yeah. It definitely is, but I have a tendency to fuck things up doing sneaky.
Clear that up later.
So, you know, I do the other thing I do best, which is run into the fray and hope for the best. It works out some of the time. I need to find a mount. That'll make this so much quicker. Oh, there we go. We're coming up on a... campfire over here. Where? Oh, I've already been there. There's also a bandit camp. Hello. Hope for the Best is a great fighting style. It is my top tier technique. Bandit, gaming with bandit. Run into the fray and hope for the best. The game started running like a potato. That's...
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
Years of practice to perfect that style. Yup. Did I go up there? No. Yes? I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Great Ford. Okay, so... No, I don't think so. Or is that what this is? Where you find out that, she blew herself up to protect or to save herself almost? I might be jumping ahead of myself. Where is Meridian? It's a giant circle. You think it'd be easy to find. Cut Cliffs. Meridian, where are you? Meridian! There. I don't think it's... I don't think it is northeast. That's the DLC stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, I know there's... When you go into one of the facilities and you find out that, you know, there's like a hole below in the... Well, where you find everything out, essentially. And I couldn't remember if I'm far enough in the story to have seen that already? Or if I saw something different. I probably saw something different. This game had a really good story. Yeah. This game and even Forbidden West, which I still haven't finished. I've been so afraid that I'm actually gonna finish the story that, like, I just stopped playing so the game didn't have to be over. I do that with a lot of games. It's harder to do that when I'm streaming, but in real life, I'm very much the kind that's, like, gets so close to finishing a game, getting to, like, close to the end and being like, you haven't got past the tutorial? I've gotten pretty decently far. Yeah. Gotten pretty far. I know I've collected there are drones you can get for each region that when you go... Not ready for this to be over yet? I know. When you go see Gaia, there are some drones you can collect that will show you different regions of the map, and you can kind of select them, and I found them all. So I have all of them. And now I'm trying to upgrade like all of the armor that I have and get all the armor sets. I still have a decent amount of game to go, but I'm like so afraid to finish. Yeah, that is when I go and make sure I finish each side mission exactly. I'm like finding things to do now because I don't want it to be over yet. Yeah. I did that with Breath of the Wild. I took a shit ton of time to actually finish the game. This game on PC takes a very long time to load. Let's see. Beep beep. You're doing the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom? Yeah. Okay. I know. There's a... Where's the nearest crate? Do some story, then hours of wandering and side quests, and some story again. I haven't even really done a whole lot of story. Like, personally. But I'm just not willing to... Oh, were there not... Scheisse, were there not just random camp stuff, like... camps with a chest where you had, like, extra material? No, that was new to this game, wasn't it? Or to Forbidden West. No. No, that can't be right. It probably is right.
I'm keeping my eyes.
No, it's not really a big spoiler thing. It's not imperative to the story, at least. I know, I was gonna say. Game's been out a while now, Monk. Don't you get mad at me. But no, it really is more just a quality of life thing where you have a chest. They're like chests sporadically put around the map, where you can, like, when you pick up things like potions and things like that and you don't have enough space for it, it'll put it in that chest, and if you run out you can always go collect it at a later time.
This is the Hunter's Lodge. Only members and invited guests are allowed in.
How do I get invited?
You've come all the way from the Savage East, right? You
Oh, I
must
didn't
have
mean
come
to do
across
this. I
some
was
of
looking
our
for somewhere
hunting
else.
grounds. Each one has a set of hunting trials. If you pass
I
a
felt
trial,
it was
you get an
spoiled.
award
I'm
called a
sorry.
half-sun. Win 3, and I'll let you in. Now off you go.
It was only a matter of time before an Oseram tried to kill the Sun King.
Lucky that the Nora was there.
Fuck, dude, I need wire. Where am I gonna get?
Like what I have for sale. Find better wares.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come.
No, I don't
let's
need
talk it
color
over.
right now. I need wire so that I can make the big arrows. Is it all linked together, or is each chest separate? It's all linked together. So if you run out of room in your pockets, it will transfer that over to that chest. Or to those chests. They'll be scattered throughout. And it carries over for everything. So you could literally just continually... I know. I didn't want to have to, but I know. Move. These elevators work? I don't remember. That is really nice. It is. I got it mixed up with this game. I thought they had introduced it in this one, but turns out it is in Forbidden West. You live, you learn. Man, I really... Why not make another staircase over there? So that way I can run up it next to the elevator. Big brain time. We'll use the elevator.
Heat doesn't let up. Well, neither do I.
How many times have you tried climbing up the cliffs? Too many. Way too many. So when or paraglided, yeah. Yeah. Especially when I first played Ghost of Tsushima, I was also playing Breath of the Wild simultaneously. And when I would go to play Ghost of Tsushima, I would forget that you can't just like free climb shit. And I would jump off of cliffs thinking I could paraglide and find out the hard way that no. Yeah, I know. I get so frustrated now when I can't just free climb anything and there's no paraglider. I should be able to.
For a fair price.
Alright, there's Meridian.
We all have our place in the
Let's
order.
go fight some
better
machines.
wares.
Better wares.
Right, that should be allowed in all games now. Exactly! Breath of the Wild really, like, paved the way for open world games. As far as that's concerned, because then, yeah, like Genshin Impact took that on. Horizon Forbidden West, you have a paraglider. There was a game that almost, I ripped off Breath of the Wild almost exactly, and I can't remember the name of it right now. It was like Greek, it was like Greek themed. That is red. Is it because of the sun or because there's a bomb? Oh, where's the sun? Breath of the Wild really did make some huge changes. Yeah, they really did. I remember being just so enamored by the game when I played it for the first time. Because I had only played almost all of Ocarina and a good chunk of Phantom Hourglass. And then like maybe 15 minutes of Wind Waker, and that was kind of my introduction to Zelda. So to play something like that I already knew was completely different, but Breath of the Wild is what got me so heavily into the Legend of Zelda franchise. You bitch!
It's a bloody rat!
Make them earn.
I played a lot of the older Zeldas on handhelds before it. I wanted to. But growing up, the systems we had were all given to us. And I think I spent more time in like my formative gaming years with PlayStation and then Xbox 360 shortly after. PlayStation 2 and then Xbox 360. We had a Wii, but I never got any Zelda games because technically the Wii was my mom's. And she was using it for workouts. Meanwhile, all I ever saw her play was like Super Mario, and it was only once or twice. we played a lot of Wii Sports. But I can distinctly remember, always like Zelda, but I haven't really gotten to the big 3D games everyone loved. Yeah. I can distinctly remember I really wanted to play the Zelda games, and my brother used to get Game Informer magazine. He used to get it every month, and they had an issue.
Can't carry more.
It might have been around the time of, like, uh-oh. Running like a potato. It was either Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword. No, it might, I cannot remember. It's one of the two. And the cover was Link. And I remember telling my dad, like, this is my favorite game franchise, and I haven't played any of the games yet. Like, this is before I ever had touched Ocarina. And he was like, you're sure about that? I was like, no, I know it. It's gonna be my favorite once I play it. And lo and behold, what little I knew of it, I was right. I don't want to fight those ones, because if I go that way, the fucking map is gonna run like ass for some reason. I don't know if you saw it, but I certainly saw it. Big rock. Late 90s, early 2000s, they didn't spend much time in video games. It was early, I'm pretty sure it was early 2000s, because our first console we had was a PlayStation 2. Got back into it with Skyrim, yeah. It was a PlayStation 2 and it was gifted to us by my uncle. I ended up back in Meridian. I'm just gonna go to where I need to go and just kill shit on the way. It was a PlayStation 2 and he gave us the games that he had. It was like, what? Come on. Resume. Thank you. There was like a racing game. Fuck, what was it called? Midnight Club, I think? And, I never play- I'm not really much of a racing game kind of person. My coordination when it comes to cars and video games is not great.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
Mostly because I was just on the gas the entire race, and you actually have to drive it like an actual car. And, like, slow down for turns. But I digress. We had that, and we had this other game, or no, this other disc.
Still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
It was a demo disc. It had the very first boss fight, like the whole intro sequence and the first boss fight for Shadow of the Colossus. It had another, like, another game that I think was like samurai related. And I was just thinking about the other game the other day and I cannot remember what it was. I still very distinctly remember this demo disc because Shadow of the Colossus ended up becoming my youngest brother's favorite video game. When Atari, NES, PS1, Xbox, Xbox 360, they went nuts and went and got all the consoles. Yeah, I've just never been a good one. I know both of my brothers were very, very talented at racing games. And my youngest brother especially, I think he actually held one of the world records in one of the Forza games for a specific map. I cannot remember which one it was, but he was the top name on the list worldwide for a while. I don't know if he got beat yet or not. He might have by now. But the both of them really loved them, and I liked just making all black cars, calling them the Mafia Mobile, and then doing donuts in random areas. That is impressive, yeah. They took it very seriously. I mean, even he had like a steering wheel and a pedal in the whole, yeah. I'm in a car family, however, I only have a very basic knowledge of cars. Like, super basic knowledge. I know how to check if my oil is low. I know where the battery is at. And I know not to put diesel in a car that is not run on diesel, and not to put gas in a diesel that's run on diesel. Sounds like how I play those games, yeah. We used to play that demo disc a lot for Shadow of the Colossus because you could get like a pretty, like, you could run around like a good chunk of the map. You could run around a good chunk of the map before actually having to kill the Colossus, and when the Colossus died, it would tell you, you know, the game's coming out on this date, yada yada yada. But anyway, PS2. I think we played some, I mean, I occasionally would like play a little bit of Halo on my stepbrothers had an Xbox. I was not any good actually at shooter games at first. I was the kind of person to like look up at the sky and spin in circles because I had no idea how to use like hand-eye coordination. After the PS2 we had the Wii. We had the Wii for a while, and then we got gifted an Xbox 360 by one of my few stepdads that I had. Oh no, it was the PS3 first. We were gifted a PS3. And then the PS3 got taken back. He took it away from us and sold it. Oh, I still get mad about it. Why can't I hold any? Oh. They were good, but the flood got repetitive. Yeah. Let's see. So then, yeah, it was the Ancient Metal Eye. Okay, I need to get rid of some shit. Let's disassemble multiple. Disassemble all 50. I was out of space for wires. Oh, I fucking hate it here. Scrap it all. I mean, for the most part, I'm gonna scrap it all. I don't want to scrap everything, though, because I do go through shit pretty frequently. Oh, selling for metal shards? We'll get rid of it. Let's see. PlayStation 3. And on that, I played Final Fantasy 13, which I actually loved. I know it's not a popular game in the series, but it was it's my introduction to Final Fantasy. I had none prior to that. And the first Uncharted game. And that was like my real, actual first introduction to gaming, which I know I've talked about before. I remember being absolutely terrified of the ending of Uncharted, but playing through it anyway. I played it a lot. I know there had to have been another game or two we might have played on that, but again, the PlayStation got taken and sold. I guess my mom's ex-boyfriend wanted it back, and she just sold it instead of giving it back to him. Let's see, and then after that was the Xbox 360, because then my next stepdad, or my first stepdad came along, and he had one, and that's where I got into things like Assassin's Creed, and I played Call of Duty, and Halo 3 ODST, which is my introduction to Halo, and Vicious. Listen, I got stories. Very much so Vicious. And then, actually when I was 12, I got my first DS, a DS Lite, which I still have. Let's see, after the 360, we actually got gifted an original Xbox. We used to play the Godfather had a video game. Played this Godfather video game. And then, yeah, we played the 360 for a very long time. Eventually, I got a PlayStation 4 as a graduation gift. It was a bundle with The Last of Us, the first game, the original release. Let's see. And then after that, I actually got gifted another PlayStation 3, which I still have. It still works. Sometimes I still play it. And then moved in with my husband. That's where we got the Switch. Then we got an Xbox, the one before the bougie one now, and now we have a PS5 and, you know, the whole bang. The whole shebang. Too many handhelds. I think I have 4 or 5 DS Lites. They were cheap and I liked modding them. See, and I begged for a DS Lite for a very long time. And I got a pink DS Lite, which at the time I didn't even like pink at all. It's not a color I considered, which is funny now considering that like most of my gaming things are pink. Most of my regular things are pink. My water bottle, my wristwatch, a lot of my cardigans. Which again is funny because my favorite color is blue. But I remember wanting a DS Lite so badly that I didn't even care that it was pink. You got them well after it was relevant, that's fair. And then I had also wanted a 3DS really bad. Both of my younger siblings had one, and I wanted it to play 3D versions of like Zelda games and things like that. And eventually I bought myself with a tax return the 3DS, the XL. I got the Galaxy one because I really liked the Galaxy print. You had the 3DS before the DS Lite. Oh yeah, so definitely well after it was relevant. Do you have any wire? Do I have enough to... I still don't have any fucking wire? Oh, it's over here. Get killing, I know. Damn, none. Okay. Are there any more nearby? No. This game is having its moments. Oh my god. It's running like a potato!
Forget about traveling light.
There we go, that one had a wire. Come on! I thought it was already pretty adaptive performance. Didn't we want the VSync off? No. Hmm. One of these days we're gonna get a new computer and things won't run like they're on potatoes. In the meantime. Why is it in only certain sections? If I were to turn around and go back the other way, things would fix themselves. This doesn't make me feel good. Maybe if... Let's try closing it and restarting. Let's see what settings. Is there really nothing else I can do? Hmm. Did you turn it off and on again? Hi, Wrencher! How are you, Renter? Reflections can be low, that's fine. We'll just have to go with that for now. We're alright. The game's running like I'm running, like I've plugged it into a potato, so we're trying to see if we can make any changes to fix that. If it's any consolation to you, Monk, when we do play Forbidden West, because I intend to play Forbidden West on stream, we'll be playing it off the PS4, or no, the PS5, sorry. So we're not gonna have this issue. Yeah, what consoles did you have growing up, Richard? No, don't tell me I'm that far away. Son of a... Damn it! The NES up to the GameCube, then I switched to the Xbox consoles. Neat. Oh shit, do I have to get rid of things in my inventory again? Resources! Oh no. No, there's still space. Just trying to get some fucking... There we go, some wire! Jeez, what the bitch gotta do to get some wire around here? This does seem to be working a little better. Hopefully it stays that way. Which one is your favorite? Yeah, which one? Campfire discovered, and I'm on a cliff. There we go. Keep on climbing. Hard to say. I'll say back then my favorite was the Xbox 360. That's fair. The 360 was a good console. It was a good little console. Half under a waterfall on a cliff campfire? I know, right? However that managed to work, I don't know. It's gotta be some SpongeBob SquarePants type logic. Alright, there's a... that must be the watcher I got earlier? You better have some wire this time. Alright, another question then I pose to the both of you is, do you have like what's your fondest gaming memory, do you think?
Okay.
Shit! Fuck! Damn it! Alright, I'm gonna try going the way I was going again and seeing if this thing runs like ass anymore. There's another watcher right here. Still no fucking wire. Oh, there we go. That is so much better. Whatever I did fixed that problem. Definitely all the late nights staying up with friends playing games until the sun starts coming up. Oh,
Keep that for later.
that's so sweet. I'm gonna get my wire, damn it. Oh, fuck. Ouch. Got him! Please have wire. No! Let's see, funnest is tough. I mean, there was some great feeling beating some of my favorite games. Stormroom Nights, playing GoldenEye. However, what me and my brother talk about the most is switching nights to have the game gear and having our blankets pulled up over our heads. Aww! Stop, that's so sweet! I love that so much. Let's see, do I have... Oh shit. Hey, bestie. Fuck. Oh, shit, that's not good. I did this to myself. I know, run away! There we go. Fuck, I just want some wire. Oh, shit. Hey, that worked out in my favor. There we go. Oh, fuck, not you. I used to run from those sons of bitches, and now here I am, chasing after it. The need for wire is real. You know it is. In the water? No, they're smart. Shit. It's evolving. Where'd you go, friend? Where are ya? There you are, bitch. I wonder if this might help. There we go. I want the gun removed. Get out of there while you're healing. There we go. No! No! Did I just do all of this work for no fucking wire? Okay, 4 wire. Fuck, dude. I still need more wire. Yes, I'm well aware that the shard scalp, I already know what it can do. Here's a fun fact you didn't know, game. I don't care. I'm busy. Oh, there you are, Luke. That's a huge bitch. Ouch. Four wire. I know all that for 4 fucking wire. Got him.
Not bad.
Yes. No. Still need more wire. But I'll take it. It's better than nothing. Let's see. Let's go with regular. Regular arrows for now. And I know I saw... Haha. I see you, bud. Feel bad about doing this, but... Mama needs wire. You have any? Nope. Damn it. What? There's another one. Bitch, I see you. Oh, there we are. What happened? Lose your gun? Kind of wished you had dropped the gun. Oh, there's a stalker machine site. Nice to know.
Gotta follow up.
Ow. I'll be fine. It's cool. Oh! Ace, hi! Why is your stomach hurt? What happened? Ow! Oh, fuck. I'm in a lot of trouble. One of those is fine. Two of them is not. Ace, what happened, bestie? Did you eat something bad? Are you okay? The chicken was bad. Oh, no. Oh. That's like my worst nightmare. Food. I have so many fucking food phobias and shit. Oh, god damn it. God damn it, no! When was the last time I saved? Y'all want to learn a fun fact? I had a killer stomachache last night, and we figured out that on Sunday I ate something that had dairy in it. And that's why for the past 2 days I felt like shit. Gonna start hurting KFC employees? No, don't tell me I'm all the way back here again. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Oh my god, why? I worked so hard for that! What had dairy in it? We went to Topgolf for my dad's birthday, and it turns out that Topgolf chicken strips have dairy in them. Don't ask us how, we don't know. But they do. Apparently. Fuck. I see you, little invisible friend. I'll see ya.
Got it.
Yes. Really, that's strange. Usually a pretty safe choice. I know, that's what we thought too. I mean, that's exactly why we got the chicken strips, is because they're normally a really safe choice. But I was like, there had to have been something I had on Sunday that wasn't... Because, like, what I ate yesterday was just mostly leftovers we had from home. And I know for sure that what we eat here doesn't contain any dairy because my husband cooks it all and I'm allergic to everything. However, when we were at Topgolf, I wasn't, you know, the chicken strips are normally a pretty safe option, but I wasn't 100% sure. And so we're going to bed, and I'm like, you know, just to be safe, like, I'm gonna Google their allergen menu. And sure enough, the batter for the chicken strips contains dairy. And I found out 2 days later because my poor stomach was just not hanging. Couldn't handle the heat. It's a pain I have not felt since the Black Plague. Oh, bestie. poor thing. Hey, but that's 10! That's almost as many as I need, but not quite. Yeah, Ace, I hope you feel better. You better feel better. I'll fight that KFC employee for you. Getting there, I know. Let's see, what's out here? Some watchers, some more watchers. Good. Those boys are easy. I say as I, like, continually keep aiming in the wrong spot. Get out of my way! Come on! Damn it, I missed. One more. One of you better have fucking wire. Yes! Hell yeah! Hell no. Come on. Yes! I knew it was a good idea to come over here and fuck shit up. Okay, that should be enough, right? I've spent almost this entire time running around just trying to find some stupid wire for my arrows. Thankfully I did it, but... Okay, now I can go. I'm not gonna worry about it because I just need to climb up here anyway. Yeah, that is a good summary! I've been live for 1 hour and 37 minutes and I've spent that whole time just trying to get wire for these stupid arrows. Almost the whole time. I did restart the same mission too many times to be funny. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go.
They let us starve in Sunfall while they feasted.
Alright, now I'll actually go where the game wants me to go. Is it a raccoon? Raccoon! Look, it's a little friend! Wait, I think that's a raccoon, right? Yeah, raccoon! Alright. I've had some fun looking at nature. Now let's continue on. Ooh, wait.
Metal flowers. Huh. Well, why not?
I didn't realize you could just pick up metal flowers in this game because the next screen. Ow. That hurt. Okay, goodbye. Try me, bitch. Keep following me. I'll go vertical. Help. Yeah, it's real tough to say when you get stuck on a tree. Campfire discovered where? Why do you say that? When I cannot see the campfire, I really need to save at another campfire. It should say on the map, right? It's like, hey, campfire discovered. Okay, so it's behind me. I know. Try me, bitch. Help. Doesn't that tend to be pretty on brand, though? Fight me! No, not like that! I don't need that. I need the medicinal stuff. Yeah. Hinter gold. Should be some more over here. It's corruption glaze root. Those are sticks. More sticks. Corruption glaze root.
Crash the Eclipse Focus Network, he said. So how are we gonna do that?
Well, we're gonna do that after
wait,
we have
I
enough
forgot.
stuff
We won't.
to keep us
I
alive.
do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
No, those are just rocks. Oh wait, there's some.
Stocking up?
Yeah, I am. For just in caseies. I know how I play video games. You're most certainly gonna need it. Let's see, there's that one there. Gotta be some more somewhere. Do some right there. Some over here. There we go. Your glaze root. Need you. Do you have anything interesting? Money. Did I take it? No, yes I did. Sticks again. There we go. Oh, perfect.
I'll find a use for you.
Ooh! I was like, what's that rumbling? Where's that coming from? I'm gonna live another day and I ain't gonna worry about him. Nope. You stay back there, Mr. Man. You do your thing. I will do mine. we gotta shut down the Eclipse network. We are shutting down their internet. We're turning off the router.
There are the
Hope
handholds.
you like smoke signals,
Or at least
bitch.
said they'd be. Did you get that silence? No? Fitting name you got there. All right. What now?
You wait, that's what.
Oh,
Take a seat at the campfire and rest. When night falls, we'll talk.
At least I'll have a fire to keep me company. How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the Focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you around to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective.
I
A
know.
derelict tallneck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tallneck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the Focus network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
Liar?
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
And then Lance Reddick did such a wonderful job with Silence.
Let's see what's through here.
Fucking nothing, bitch. I cannot see. Oh.
Corrupted machines. Controlling my thoughts.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come. You'll have to get past them. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Oh, good. Okay. I was about to be like, no, I just wasted an arrow. The fuck, and there's still not enough wire. Let's see. How did I do this last time? No more running at full speed. Fair.
Keep quiet.
Okay, so I'm gonna restart from the save. And let me set a 5-minute alarm for the Bannon in-game action. Set an alarm for 5 minutes, please. 5 minutes at no running at full speed. No sprinting, essentially.
Corrupted machines. Controlling my thoughts.
Held in reserve for a war yet to come. You'll have
This
to
way I
get
get to
past
keep
them.
my arrow.
This is the easy way in?
The back way in. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Ace has been saving up. They really wanted to get me while I was playing Breath of the Wild, but... they cut me a break because they needed me. Scheisse. Oops! I would have said no climbing, but I don't know how important climbing is.
Gonna be tight.
To get up here, I had to climb.
Corrupted machines.
There are some certain sections where you have no choice because it's like how you get to the next section, but it's not like
You'll have to get past them.
an everyday thing that's necessary.
The back way in. I didn't say
Not like Breath of the Wild. No, hide in here for a minute. So they don't see me anymore. You can't come in here. Can you? No, they can't. Running is probably more used in the game, but climbing is only in specific spots. Yeah, you can't climb in any area. It's for specific things. You could go hours without needing to climb, and then need to climb a ton in one area. Yeah. See, where's the next? There, I guess. Although if I kill this guy and don't get caught. Oh, there's some over there. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank God there's grass right here. Good Jesus! I set the fucking alarm. It's kind of an odd place to put the no running at full speed just because I'm not doing a lot of running at full speed. But that did make running away a lot more difficult than it would have been otherwise. Oh, wait. How are you doing this evening? I'm doing alright. How are you? How you feeling? How's your day been? I'm trying really hard not to get caught by some fucking robo-dinosaurs right now. Do I have to jump down in order to get there, or can I get there? No, I don't see any ledges. Damn it. Hey. Yeah, Kluwak, how are ya? How you doing, friend? Winding down for the night. Who doesn't like to wind down for the evening? How's the game going? I spent way too long trying to get wire to make a certain type of arrow. You don't see me! Well, it's this arrow here, precision arrows, which are essentially like if you want to hit long-range targets and you want to hit them hard, that's the type of arrow you want to use. So like if you're going for headshots or you're trying to kill things in one hit, that's the arrow you want to go for. Ah, fuck! Oh no! It looks kind of wet. It looks janky on my end, but I also have it going on my phone too, and it does not look janky on that. I already did. I had to bring down the graphical quality of a few things. Look who just woke up! Mr. Bandit, everyone! He woke up from his nap. What was that, hon? I know you've been asleep since you got home. Monk says hi, Frog. Hi, Monk. But a very tired hi, Monk. Oh, you're eating the thing finally? Cookie? Cookies are yummy. C is for cookie and right outside. Do I what? Want a piece? I appreciate that, but I already had one. Remember? You remember. Well, no, actually, I ate mine before I got home, but they come in packs of 2 and I ate mine already. We use a dryer, but man, do I wish we had one in our unit. It would make life so much easier.
Calm, calm.
No, they were talking about it in the chat. I've been here the whole time. You fell asleep right as I started. You've been sleeping a whole 2 hours. Fuck, come closer,
Safe.
bitch.
For a few minutes, anyway.
Shit. Fuck. Oh, I envy you. You what? I love you too, hon. Welcome back to the land of the living. Oh, honey, we were discussing what gaming consoles we had growing up. So, Mr. Bandit's first ever console was a Sega Genesis. PlayStation next. Game Boy Color. Game Boy Advanced. GameCube, which you still have, which we still have. Original Xbox. PlayStation 2. .360. Everybody seems the general consensus is everybody's had a 360. Didn't get a PS3 till the PS4s came out. PS4.
Neck's just over.
Xbox One before.
Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm.
And then the Switch, and then we got the Xbox together, the PS5, and then the new Xbox. Yeah, the Switch. Yeah, you had the one that you had to sell, you have the one we have now, and then the Tears of the Kingdom Switch. He was one of those kids too good for Nintendo. He never picked a favorite. Sounds like he kind of tried them all. What was your favorite, though?
I see the legs of a tall neck down there, but no tall neck.
Damn. The transmitter's been moved. Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
GameCube or original Xbox, he says.
Toward the explosions. Great.
You got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count.
Nintendo, Genesis, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Xbox, Game Gear. Dang!
There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
You weren't a Nintendo, you were too cool for the Nintendo, or what?
Choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Then you don't need one at home.
Here we go.
Yeah. So he says all of his friends had Nintendo consoles, so his parents had kind of figured that they already all had that. Yeah.
We walk in the sun all day to serve the shadow.
That's right, you told me about that. The first game he ever played, he said, was Aladdin on the Sega Genesis. Original Xbox is pretty serious. Yeah, it was. Really, these were all my brothers? That's fine. We shared all of our consoles up until the second PlayStation 3. That one was mine and mine alone. Monk says that's a tough game.
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
You hear that?
I remember the original playing Crash Bandicoot series.
What the?
No, I never played that. New games weren't purchased all that often for us up until we got the Xbox 360. Mm-hmm.
Shall remember their sins.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, my brother and I saved up both
We gotta get you a mic. Mm-hmm. Had some buddies with the Genesis, and there were some pretty decent games I missed out on there. Had a handful to choose from. Turns out my dad was not a fan of video games. The Action Max. Oh! That's one I haven't heard of. He said it was terrible, though.
Not because I didn't want some.
Is something out there?
Mm-hmm.
All my friends had
GameCube remake of Ocarina.
Go quickly
They had
for
that
you
and
if you
they
come out now.
can't hear Frog. Feel like I'm missing some good commentary. I know, that's why I said he needs a mic. Gotta come sit next to me and tell these stories. I like your zombie voice, it's cute. I made the offer. He said he sounds like a zombie
be light
and looks
outside.
like one, so he doesn't want to be on my... Action Max was weird console that was basically a light gun that connected to a VCR and played tapes. Really? He needs to get a lava mic and wear that around, right? I told you, he kept like, okay. So we were talking about, you know, coming back to streaming and stuff and discussing how that's going to work and whatnot. He's like, you should get like a green screen or a backdrop or something. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And he was like, well, why not? You know, it look more professional. And I was like, they like you.
This is it for
I was
you.
like, they're interested in what you have to say. They like seeing you back there. Or whenever we're watching Dragon Ball, seeing that up there too. I was like, I can't put a backdrop. They won't be able to see these things anymore.
No.
I've been pushing for him to get one. He keeps refusing. He does.
So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh, good. Another secret.
One of these days, I swear though, we will get him liked. Whether that be one he wears around or whatever else. You just can't wear it while you're using your spray gun. It's just noisy. Well, yeah, but you're part of what I'm doing to a certain degree.
A distraction.
There are several data points.
Yeah.
When sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face. For all its beauty, I detested its
Always gets, yeah.
fragility.
That's no fun. Always gets comments on the shows being watched. Yeah.
Up inside
And I think there, I don't know, there's something fun about that. About being able to
threatened to swallow us up.
in-
That room,
interact
the
with that.
stench of
And with him.
incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it.
He's kind of feeling those. He's like, it's your stream, it's not mine. I'm like, but
Threw open the casement and lay naked on the stone floor.
they like you.
Determined to spurn all seductions of comfort.
If I can figure it out, you don't mind it?
You lay beside me, naked as I in the cold. Your body, stretched beside mine, seemed chiseled from stone. I saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike. You said nothing. You did not
Doesn't
have
always
to.
have to be on. Just when he has a funny comment to add.
Already you had shown
Exactly.
me beyond doubt that we were meant to be. When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil?
This armor. There's only one man big enough to wear this. Helis.
Are we fighting him?
This is his shelter. Not exactly fancy.
What would you expect of a fanatic? His only extravagance is his brutality.
So you know
Just enough to want to stop him.
he's a fanatic, all right.
I'll have to look in and see what kind of
It gives him
like
a
wireless
focus that
mics
you
are available for that kind of a thing.
Now how about finding that tall neck?
Do you want to wear my cat ears?
Drag the tall neck down his path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top. Destroy the module and then get out fast as you can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, let's hope.
I see it. They built some kind of structure.
The bees?
Climate. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. Feels wrong.
Everything here is raw. Just get to the module and destroy it.
We have this weird, outside today. We're walking inside, and there's this weird, like, on the deck, walking up to our apartment is a weird, like, clump of bees.
I see
We
the
don't know
module.
why they're there.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
It's a metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
They're migrating to find a new hive? Oh. Goody. I am terrified of bees.
Entity has come here. Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
If they move on, that's cool. I'd like them to move on.
Destroy the entity.
Fuck, no, 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 no. No, I'm not getting the fuck out of here. I didn't realize that armor had little claws on the feet. I'm very scared of bees. However, it's because my mother is like deathly allergic to bees, and none of us have figured out if any of, like, so far I think both of my brothers have been stung, and they're not allergic. My sister and I have not been, and we don't want to find out the hard way whether or not we're allergic.
Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap?
She's the kind of person that when she gets stung by bees, her, like, throat starts to close up.
Are you kidding me?
Have an EpiPen at the ready? I probably should.
Are you
You're right.
kidding me?
Don't fight. Keep moving.
Come on.
Head left towards the camp.
Got it. Almost there.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep moving or you'll die. Watch out, more eclipse.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
I know.
Can you get tested for bee allergies? Probably. And no, Monk, I've never been stung by a bee because I have that knowledge. I've always known that my mom was allergic. I distinctly remember her getting stung by a bee while we were in the car and we had to turn around and go to a hospital. The bees are gone? Monk says that they were finding a new hive. And that they would move on. That they were just chilling out for a breather. They're gone already.
Rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting your secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest. Now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping
give me
them.
one of the room temperature
It's unfold.
strawberries. Please and thank you.
Begin.
Peas and carrots. Maybe I'll use Grubhub this time. Because I want to be able to have chai in the morning.
If I could toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. But we both know I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
Oh, I have to go to Sunfall? Son of a fall. That is Jacksepticeye, yeah. What do I want? I might. Ooh, do they have Wendy's? I connected it to my... Are you sure? Because it says $0 for delivery. There's an option to connect the accounts together through the settings, and that's what I did. Is you can connect your Apple, your Amazon, and no, I was talking to you. I didn't have to sign out because all I had to do was just like do that. Uh huh.
But I had to connect my Amazon account to it. So I'm essentially signing out of the Apple ID account.
Yeah.
And then I had to sign back in with the Amazon.
The wrap. Oh fuck! I forgot. It's ranch. No, it's a grilled chicken ranch wrap. God. No. After all this time of waiting for this to come back on the menu, it comes back on the menu and it's a ranch wrap, and I don't have the option to remove the ranch. I don't want the fucking ranch. The Wendy's wraps, the chicken wraps, used to be one of my favorite things on their menu. Aside from the spicy chicken nuggets. Loved the wrap, and they took it away, and they recently put it back on the menu, the grilled chicken wrap. It has fucking ranch on it. What are you watching, Berserk? Oh. The guy that, like, literally every anime protagonist with a sword is based off of? Did you want anything at all? Are you sure? Ooh, I want spicy chicken nugget. Those Turks, I know. What, hun? Griffith? What a bitch. Let that motherfucker die. Do you want ghost pepper fries? Or pub fries? Or baconator fries? Or chili cheese fries? Or regular fries? Regular french fries? I was gonna say I'm getting you a medium. Sorry, I'm ordering dinner. And I want some spicy chicken nuggets. Regular french fries, please. Just regular 10-piece nugget? No, I don't want a 10-piece, like, regular french. I don't want regular nuggets, I want spicy. Or maybe I will... I'm, like, actually incredibly excited to get some spicy nuggets right now. Nugs. Let's get some... Let's get no sauce. I don't need any. And ketchup. There, add to bag. Mm-hmm.
And it had my favorite Mortal Kombat on it for a while.
Oh, that's right. You're a Mortal Kombat kid.
Mortal Kombat
Mortal Kombat.
My friends,
Mm.
my parents wouldn't get that.
Oh.
That's why I like it so much. My parents really try to follow the PS3.
Oh, really?
They're really strict about it until they got an Xbox.
Oh. Your parents are sweet. Wait, where are you delivering to? Hold a fucking second. Oh, it's a good thing I checked. I was gonna deliver to work. Sorry, hold on. One 198. That's the. There we go. The address of the frickin' Wendy's. Wendy's. Spicy chicken nuggets. Yeah, spicy, a 10-piece spicy nugget, a medium fry, and then I got Mr. Bandit a medium fry. I don't need a soda because I already have a Dr. Pepper on standby. There we go. And there should hopefully be enough for me to get an iced chai in the morning. Yeah, because I would be just getting the chai. I got the muesli today and I want to try it tomorrow, so I'll take it in a takeout container or like a Tupperware. That's right. I'm off on Friday. That's okay. Friday's when I'm gonna take Lou to the vet in Santa Cruz. I think his appointment is at 11. So we'll be up kind of around the same time. Hopefully be back later, Lurk. Thank you, Kleewalk, for being here. I'm sorry that y'all just had to sit there and watch me order food. We have about half an hour left with our scheduled time together. And then we'll be back Friday with some Breath of the Wild. Which I'm actually excited about. I really wanted to play Breath of the Wild last night. But I promised myself that I wouldn't get ahead of myself and jump into other games, that I would hold to the schedule. What the fuck? What was that? What did you do with your what? I don't know. What did you do with it? But I'm excited to play Breath of the Wild next because I'm almost 100% sure we'll finish our shrines. Then we can move into the DLC quests. I think at least in the meantime, I'll probably do some save spamming to get the armor sets that require the NFC cards. Because it takes for fucking ever. No, not you, but oh my god, I've been fighting one of these so many times in Forbidden West because I need some parts off of it for an armor set. I've had to fight this particular, like, burrowing little guy, I think at least 5 times, and I'm not exaggerating on that. Because every time I fought him, he didn't drop what I needed. Fire killing root I don't really need. And then as soon as we're done with Breath of the Wild, we're jumping into Tears of the Kingdom. I cannot wait. I've been so impatient on that. Campfire discovered. Oh.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Imagine us. Have Star.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
I suppose the priesthood and the nobles think they deserve it.
Okay.
The Sun Ring. A proud tradition of the Carja.
It's no weakness in Meridian. At least.
Give them time. I'm sure they will visit.
Okay, I'm silence.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the
How
Shadow
cool
Runners
that
are looking
is.
for one of their own. Should pay well.
It's an interesting architecture for sure.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King. The light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside? I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me, while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Ah, they
This is
want us to
insane.
do this, boy.
The balustrade.
Quite an impression.
It's a short drop from there.
Ooh. Oh, I guess I could just...
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Yeah. Shut up. I'm gonna go in. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this tour!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. So by now,
Oh.
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
Such a good game. I know it really is.
Have a look around.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
I love how many secrets you can find around here. In all of the little, you know, like notes and stuff that are left behind. I love the little holograms that show you what things looked like before. It's just such a sick game and such a cool concept, and their goodness. I could rave about this game forever. I love it so much.
Viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
I can hear you.
Okay, I need these arrows instead.
Who knows where she went?
How'd I miss? I know I shot him. Luther!
Close to let tribal primitives stop us
That
now.
dog hardly barks, but when he does.
What did they contain?
Hey!
When he does, it scares the bejesus out of me. That was fast.
No space.
He's in trouble because he's not supposed to bark. And he knows he's not supposed to bark. Man, there's so many, like, ugh.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name.
Ooh!
What were you thinking about, Doctor?
nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East response team in 2051.
Excuse me?
Just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked.
Oh.
Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
What's going on? They got him to bark. The delivery person showed up, knocked on the door. That's one of the, like, he never barks really, and we don't encourage him to for obvious reasons. We live in an apartment. You know, they've been very cool about us having him just, you know, with the ESA letter and whatnot. However, the times he barks is when you play or if someone knocks on the door.
The Pharaoh plague is
or if he
devouring
feels
the
like we
biosphere.
are in danger.
Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing
He doesn't bark
of
off.
life.
I know he doesn't.
We call it Gaia. Mother
He is a
Nature
very
as
good
an AI.
boy, but yeah.
But that's just the core of the system.
Gaia.
She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stocks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. Why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the Archive of Knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Tell you what happened to Apollo.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You grow old together with your loved ones in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family? I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years. I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words. Damn. I'm sorry. Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over. I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
After which what?
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Okay.
Let this go.
Motherfucker. Damn it. You're okay, Bubba. Mama's not mad at you. You just can't bark in the house. Mama's not mad. That looked painful. It certainly was. Huh, bub? That hurt, huh? Ow, you stupid. What a nice dog. Why do you smell so bad? Why do you stink? You had a bath not too long ago and you smell. What a good dog. Alright, let's try this again. Do I have to do this all again? No, right? No, it doesn't look like it.
Alert. Medical data inaccessible.
I ain't gonna worry about it.
I'll tuck that away.
Intruder! Get her!
We got Whatever company. You do, don't die now.
I've done this before.
To destroy the guide this to the heart of my foe.
Well, that was easy.
Zero Dawn. It is art in a way.
No room.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this pool.
Ooh! Motherfucker did a death drop. Did one guy jump down here? I swear I thought I saw him jump. That was a lot easier than last time, yep. Told you. Sometimes just running into the fray gets the job done.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative?
Here we go.
Nothingness.
Another one of these.
For there to have been all this, and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to it. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic attenuated
Oh my god, you scared the bejeebus out of me.
Never did like the feel of solid state lighting on my
left,
skin.
down, right, up.
And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Left. No. Wait. Ooh. Up. Left. Down, right. Left. Down. Right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Okay. Couple years of practice on that method. Uh-huh. Ooh. Thank you for the loot. Alrighty.
Found one. Looks intact.
Restore power to the door. Oh, that door. I'm gonna have to call it, Bandit. Time for me to go to sleep. Thank you for the stream. No, no worries at all. And I'm actually gonna call it in just a minute here. I'm just getting this door open. Or I was going to. Hello? But have a good night, monk. Sleep well. I'm gonna finish this puzzle and then start calling it an evening.
That should do the trick.
Have to look for someone to raid.
That door
Okay, up, left, down, right, up. Right. Up, right, up, left, down, right, up. Unless this is up, left? Up, left, down, right. Up. What? It's fucking upside down! Down. Left. Up. Right. Down.
That did it. Door should have power.
Oh,
Now
fucking...
to see what lies beyond it.
God damn it.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
I'm actually gonna call it there. We're gonna call it an evening. So let's take an extra second here. See how many are there of? Yeah, there are 4 of you currently. So yeah, we could do a raid. Let's see who's live. See, RGB's live. He's playing Majora's Mask. Yeah, let's do RGB. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a great time. I know I certainly did. I spent way too long looking for materials, but I appreciate you sticking along with me. If you like what you see here and you're not already, please consider following. We would love to have you. As always, if you want to continue the fun off of the stream, we do have a Discord. There is a link there in the chat there, as well as in the About section of the channel. So if you want to see that as well, that is another good place to check. You can find me there on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, all under bandit_gaming97. I'm trying to be a bit more active here and there, but, you know, I'm still working on this whole social media thing. Let's go ahead and get the raid started. So let's do RGB. He's playing Majora's Mask. But again, I say this at the end of every stream, and I mean it, and I want you to hear it. You are wonderful, you are amazing, you are loved, and you are deserving of good things. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will see you on Friday for Breath of the Wild. We're going to finish the shrines, and we're going to kick some ass. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and let's raid RGB here. Please tell him I sent you. Hop on in there, give him a follow if you're not already. He's a wonderful creator, and I love watching him. He's a lot of fun, very sweet. But let's go. Have a good night, and I'll see you Friday. Bye-bye.